Welcome to today's video where we're going to be looking at our brand new NMEA 2000 Display App. Now this app is a very simple HTML5 file which you can run in any browser. We're running it in Chrome here. The browser does need to be compatible with the latest web serial APIs. Now that includes Chrome, Edge and Opera. You can also get an extension for Firefox, but we don't currently support that, although the intention is that we'll update our app very soon to support that. And being a web app, it's really very straightforward to operate. You just open a browser, click on the file, and it will run this app. It works with our iKonvert USB gateway. So you plug your iKonvert USB gateway in, you then click the connect button. It will give you a list of any devices plugged in USB serial ports. That's my iKonvert USB. I click connect, and after a few seconds it will auto discover it, and it will start displaying all the NMEA 2000 PGNs that it's receiving on the network. They're displayed in this table format, so you get the PGN number, PGN description, the source address, so that's the address of the device that is sending the data, the destination address, which is normally 255, unless it's a PGN that's going to a specific device. 255 just means that it's going to all devices on the network. Then you've got the time since the program was run and the iKonvert was initialized, showing you the time that the PGN came in. And it also looks at PGNs of the same type, and it gives you the interval between them, so you can see if PGNs are being transmitted too quickly or too slowly. And then at the end, you've got just a very basic display of the hexed data in the PGN. Now, most PGNs are single frame, so you just see these 8 sets of data, and we just show that with a single row. And then you do get these multi-packet PGNs, which are less used, but they some of the bigger PGNs will have these multi-packets, and we show that as a sort of a double height row. We don't bother showing all of the data that's in the PGN. If you want to know about a particular PGN, you can go to, let's pick this battery status, you can click on it, click on the row, and up comes the data coming from this particular PGN. So let's pick another one that's actually changing. Let's have a look what we got here. Okay, there we go. There's one that's actually changing. So here you can see the battery voltage 48.38. Battery current is discharging. It's 2.3 amps. There's no temperature sensor on that battery, so that's why that's blank. And it supports all of the latest PGNs, including the electric propulsion and electric storage PGNs, which are very new. So whatever data is on your network, from the oldest legacy device through to the latest, newest device, you'll be able to display the data that's there. And there's quite a few PGNs coming in here. You can sort on PGN number. So green indicates it's from low to high, and if I click it again, red shows that it's from high to low. Or you can sort on any of the columns here actually. And if you just click it one more time, it goes back to the normal color. So that's the PGN display. You've also got up here, you've got any frame errors that are occurring on the network. If there's a problem on the network, then you might see the frame errors counting up. Bus load is the amount of data that's on the NMEA 2000 network as a percentage. And here is the number of network devices that have been detected. There's 13 on this network. You can also, from here, you can start a log file where it will store all the data that's receiving in our raw NMEA 2000 format as a text file. So you'd leave that running for a few minutes, get a good log file, then you can click the stop log, and then clicking the save log will actually then download the file to your computer. So that's quite useful for knotty problems where you need us to take a look at the data to work out what's going on. Also, we're looking at having a way to replay that data in the future as well. So keep an eye out for that, because that's one of the things we've got planned. So that's the PGN display part of the program. You can also look at the devices on the network. It lists them here in source address order. So we've got the Vitas electric engine that we've got on this boat. We've got the Victron system and a couple of our digital yacht devices there. We've got GPS coming in. So you can see all of the different devices on the network. One that's highlighted in white is this device, the iKonvert USB that I'm using to actually monitor. And it gives also the device instance number down there, so and the CAN node. So all of the useful information about the device is shown here. If you want to know even more about the device, you can, let's go on the Victron servo. You can click on a device and it will give you all of the product information that it has for the device. And if you click here, it will give you the configuration info as well. So again, nice and simple. Gives you all the information you could possibly need about the devices on your network. Finally, the last button is the configuration. There's not an awful lot of configuration for this app, but one of the things that's important to note is that our iKonvert USB is normally sent out in what we call mode 0, which is the 4800 low speed gateway mode. This app is designed to work with the iKonvert in that default mode. So it detects the iKonvert, it makes it change automatically to the raw NMEA2000 mode that we need for this app to operate, for us to log the data, and it will stay in that mode until either somebody changes the dip switches on the iKonvert's PCB or another command is sent. And you can set that command from here. So if you usually use your iKonvert USB for some other purpose, you can put it back to the mode that you want it to be in, gateway high speed or GPS or any of the other modes that it does. But for people that want to use the iKonvert USB as a diagnostics tool with this NMEA 2000 display program, they can just leave it in this mode 15 and it will always work in that mode. Then you've got finally the last button on here. You can get the firmware version of the iKonvert USB that's connected, and there is version 3.33 version, which may or may not be useful in the future if you need to update it, or we add new functionality that needs a firmware update. So that's really the program in a nutshell. It runs on, it's a truly multi-platform app. It's written in HTML5, so it can run on any modern browser that supports that web serial API that I mentioned. But it's been tested on Windows, it's been tested on Linux, it's been tested on Mac OS X and Raspbian as well, if you've got a Raspberry Pi. So for the first time, you've got a truly multi-platform NMEA 2000 display program. And what's more, it's free. You need one of our iKonvert USB devices to work with it, but the actual app itself is free, and we'll continue to develop it and add new functionality in the future. So thanks very much I hope you found that useful. It is available. We've got a dedicated GitHub site that we've set up for that, and I'll include that in the video notes. And hope you enjoy the video today, and hopefully you'll be interested in getting one of these systems to play with the NMEA 2000 network on your boat. Thanks for listening.